Fearful avoidants, because they have both this sort of anxious and avoidant side to them, they initially actually tend to lean more into their avoidance side after a breakup. A lot of fearful avoidants, the vast majority of the time, will report saying things like, I feel pretty free after a breakup. All the conflict and drama and the roller coaster of the relationship I got to unplug from, and I felt some relief. Or I didn't feel like I had to keep pining over this person or putting so much pressure on myself to show up for this person that I wasn't feeling fulfilled by in return, or I wasn't feeling like there was reciprocation taking place. A lot of fearful avoidants actually end up reporting sort of this initial relief. But fearful avoidants and dismissive avoidants alike have this sort of dynamic I've coined the breakup boomerang effect, because they have this initial relief followed by often long-term actually processing of their feelings a little bit more. And it's different for fearful avoidance and dismissive avoidance separately. Fearful avoidants tend to have the first few weeks where they feel relief. Sometimes this is generally sitting around the first 3 up to 6 weeks of going into their space of like, I'm free. Now, uniquely, fearful avoidants, when they're in this freedom phase, are often also numbing. They're going out more frequently, they're distracting themselves. Sometimes they're drinking or partying or using drugs or substances, because fearful avoidants very much are known for, similar to dismissive avoidance, regulating themselves through creature comforts. They can regulate themselves through other people, but a lot of times they're also regulating themselves through numbing activities rather than actual healthy, soothing activities. Originally, fearful avoidants feel this freedom. They go into all these places. Sometimes they rebound and have these sort of short-lived rebound relationships very quickly, all to really avoid processing their feelings. In doing this, they feel this initial relief and distraction. However, as time goes on, fearful avoidants generally then end up actually retracing their steps and thinking like, wait, was that the right decision? And when that initial sort of high of the freedom and the novelty fades away, which is generally around that 3 to 6 week mark, that is when you will often see fearful avoidants start to wonder about their ex, be curious, sometimes be sad, sometimes even be regretful.